I've always wanted to be in a band, not a solo artist, and I want to be in a community. I've always thought that community is interesting. An individual is a tree, a group of individuals is a forest, and forests are strong and they're beautiful and they work together and they feed other things and other things feed them. That's sincerely what it is. I like partying with people, you know. So tonight I come and I get to see my friends, you know, and that's fun.
Not a bad group of friends.
All these cool people that showed up, they didn't need to come out here, but they did, and it's nice of them, right? And you're here, and you're here. You're here. It's like you're here. That's truly what it is, right? This life's a fluke for me. I just want to be around cool people who do cool things.
I just want to be around cool people who do cool things. I probably say that 30 or 40 times a day. And lucky for me, my cool friend from Ottawa, Brian Lilley, is joining me today. Thank you, my cool friend, for joining us. I was always a loser in school. I mean, let us be very, very candid. The other kids were mean to me. The teacher was mean to me. And the fact that I was homeschooled made it even worse. Brian Lilley, thanks for joining us, my cool friend.
Oh, you know, you're welcome, Ezra. And I just have to say that I'm a pineapple. And a lot of pineapples are a fruit salad, and fruit salads feed people, and it's cool. What the heck was Strombolopoulos on about there?
Oh, boy. You know, just for the readers who didn't see our shows yesterday, last week on Friday night, the CBC blew a fortune throwing a wild party for the Toronto International Film Festival. And George Strombolopoulos was the star of the party. You saw his name there. And except for George Strombolopoulos doesn't really have a film at the film festival. And I asked the CBC in an email to Jeff Key, their vice president, how much did you spend? This was the fanciest hotel in Canada, the Hazelton. And Jeff Key wrote back to me, and I asked, did you spend more or less than $250,000 and more or less than $1 million? And he wouldn't deny it. He did not tell me. I said, please tell me it was less than $1 million. He wouldn't. Look, Brian, do we really need to spend $1 million of taxpayers' money so that George Strombolopoulos can party with cool people?
Well, if it gets him to party with Bono, and I'm not going to diss Bono, I happen to like you two, then I think it's worth it. Shouldn't we all get to party with Bono? Spend millions more. You remember there was that survey CBC did. They paid Deloitte and Touche to come up with some fancy numbers that said investing money in CBC creates more economic activity for your money than if you invested it in anything else. So have CBC throw parties for all of us, and our economy will just boost right out of the doldrums the Americans might be taking out of it. We'll rocket past Obama and his crazy jobs plan, all because of CBC throwing parties to get Bono and Johnny Rotten and John Hamm and all these great people to come and party with us.
There's going to be so many jobs making red carpets and champagne and caviar. Now, I did get an email back from Jeff Key last night who said, oh, this is just promotion. I'll read his full letter at the end of the show. He said, this is just promoting our show. This is a commercial thing to do. Well, I don't buy it. I don't know any private sector.
Is Bono going to sit down and watch a show in Ireland or Holland or whatever tax haven he lives in? Yeah. Is Johnny Rotten a regular viewer? Does he watch Jeopardy and then stick around to watch Strombolopoulos tonight? Yeah. No, none of these guys do. It's not a party for Canadians. You saw where the Canadians were. They were out at the bicycle racks, the barricades,
the riot,
waiting for the glorious socialist revolution to start.
If we've got a photo of that, please call it up. They set up those police riot fences so that the mere taxpayers couldn't come in. The fancy people, the cool people. We've got a little video that we did, a little mashup, because we've got some hipsters around here too. Let's roll that now. This, let me show you just how cool we can be at the Sun. Roll the clip, please.
Go, go. I like partying with people, partying with people, partying with people. It's cool people, cool people, cool people. People who do cool things, cool things, cool things, cool things.
Now, I don't know if those glasses were supposed to be my glasses. That was the uncool moment there. But you know what? I just don't think Strombolopoulos would include you and me on his cool list. Now, I don't mind. I actually have to tell you, I like George Strombolopoulos. I don't even have a beef with this show, even though he's sort of a real left-winger down the line. Leftist, hey, that's fine. I'm a real free speech. My only beef is that you and I are forced to pay for this as taxpayers, number one. And number two, we're private broadcasters trying to compete in the media market, and the government is just dumping, dump truck fulls of money on these guys so they can go and throw $1 million parties while we have to make do with, like, I've got a $30 bar tab a year that I can romance people with.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but I did this on the show. I know you did this on the show, and I did it last night. I've been getting a lot of emails that people are CCing me on that they're sending to Prime Minister Stephen Harper saying, look, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this. We don't support it. And I do support you, and I don't support this, so you better get your act in gear. What I want to, this, not only are we paying for it, Ezra, but that they flip us the bird when we ask, how much did we pay? It's one thing to say, well, you paid for it. It's another thing to be told no when you ask how much it's paid. Now, we ran the poll, was it last week, the poll on CBC spending, should they be more open? The Montreal Gazette actually wrote a supportive editorial saying CBC should be more open. This isn't right. They shouldn't be using taxpayers' dollars to fight to keep secrets, fighting the Federal Information Commissioner in court. So Bill Chambers, who's the vice president of brand, wrote a big op-ed in the Gazette yesterday, was saying this survey is just another attempt to tear down CBC. So he's questioning the Gazette, he's questioning us, he's questioning our good pollster, David Coletto, and he says, but none of the subject of the legal case with the Information Commissioner is about money. So I went and I grabbed the list, Ezra. And this is just to show you that you're not going to find out how much this is.
Now, this is the list.
Cost.
So let me just clarify. This is the list of things, the access to information requests put to the CBC to ask how they're wasting our money. And this is the thing that the CBC refused to answer, even though it's our money.
Yeah, because they refused so many things, the Information Commissioner said, give me these 16 files and I will judge whether you're applying the law correctly. That's her job. It's why she's there, and she does it for every government department. But CBC says, no, only a judge can tell us what to release. So they're fighting her in court. So here's just an idea of some of them. Some of these are our cases, some of them are others. I don't know which one. Somebody asked for, how much did CBC pay in access to information requests to other government departments? They said no. They say that they're open about what their executives spend. They were asked, how much did CBC pay for Sylvain Lafrance, the former vice president of French CBC, to travel to Ottawa to get the Legion of Honor award from France? They denied that. How much were they paying on advertising to promote their anchor, Patrice Roy, in Montreal? They denied that. How much paid out in royalties? Denied that. How much did they pay for the contest to get the new Hockey Night in Canada theme song? They denied that.
You know, there are a bunch of wastrels, and the thing is, if they were wasting their own money, that's between them and their shareholders. But we're the shareholders of the CBC, and they're keeping us in the dark. Brian, Lilley, I wish we could talk some more. Let me close on this. Folks, if you're as mad about this $1 million party as I am, send the Prime Minister a letter. pm@pm.gc.ca. That's the Prime Minister's email address. You can copy it to me and Brian, too. I'm sure we'd be happy to see it.